Boys ready to roll? Obviously, good to get another win here tonight. Played well in the second half and get some missed tackles squared away there in the first half, and I think we'll be in pretty good shape. So, all yours.
How's Webb? How's Ruiz?
Martin, on the one pass there, hurt his shoulder when he fell down on it. So, just being precautionary there, pulled him out, and then. Webb was laying there saying that he was fine, but, you got to be obviously cautious just with anything like that. So, but he said he felt fine. He popped up, and he wanted to get up. They wouldn't let him get up, but it's part of the medical procedure, and just wanted to hold him out there the rest of the game. And then Ryan Moore strained his hamstring, so that's why I always say you got to have a lot of running backs.
Radio said it was a separated shoulder on Ruiz.
No, he just got a little bruise there. He'll be fine.
Would he be able to play this week if you had a game?
Oh, yeah.
How do you think Dante looked?
Probably, he probably wishes he had the one play back there on the deep ball there. We were thrown into the wind a little bit. Kind of got away from us. Need to get back out, back inside on that receiver. And then, there at the end of the second half, he tried to make a play with his feet, and, we should have just threw the ball out of bounds and kicked the field goal. But it felt like he could make a play, and that's what happened. So I'm sure next time he'll do what we tell him to do, throw the ball out of the end zone and go kick it.
What do we know about this team that we didn't know after 4 weeks now that the non-conference is over?
I think, obviously, the thing that showed up today was the missed tackles, obviously, specifically in the first half. And then late in the game there, when our twos were in, those guys need to get better, need to play at a higher level. I know they still have their starting running back and starters in, but those guys need to play at a higher level. The second group there had to wholesale change those guys. And then just make sure we're not vulnerable. I think the fake punt obviously kept them in the game, which was a big thing. And we were being aggressive, going for the block, and got the roughing the punter deal there. Those were the two plays that kept them in the game in the first half. If those two plays don't happen, it's probably a good momentum swing for us in the first half.
Did this non-conference prepare you for the Missouri non-conference?
Well, I don't think anything, unless you're playing a bunch of Big Ten teams or something, is going to get you ready for our conference. But I think the bye comes at the right time. Got to get some guys healed up. It's good to get our secondary guys back in there, Eric Thompson, Nate Dortch, those guys. Get a little healthy there. Figure out what we're going to do at a couple positions with some depth in the front seven as far as who our go-to guys are going to be at the second positions. See who's ready to play. Do that over the course of the next few weeks. And then I think, obviously, offensively, try to get everybody back as far as healthy at the running back position. Cameron Frazier got a little banged up, too, one of our offensive linemen that's been getting in there and getting some time. So, we got some things to work on. But overall, I think we're in decent shape. I think we have potential to have a good football team, and that's trying to improve daily. A couple weeks ago we were sitting here talking about how bad we were in the second half. And I think we came out and really, other than giving up something cheap there late with the twos, really played pretty well in the second half, and that's obviously improvement from a couple weeks ago, and that's what we strive to do. I thought he played well. He played well, and I tell those running backs all the time that you never know when you're going to get your opportunity. And DeMond stepped in there, and I'm sure he'd like to have a couple runs back that he probably could have did better on, but he did very well. Played physical, ran hard, took care of the football. Things we talk about. Obviously, he's a threat out of the backfield. Got him a ball there, and when people load the box up, like people do, is you're obviously vulnerable to those play-action passes and big balls.
bye week comes good then for you?
Oh, no question. I mean, get a chance to get working on Missouri State and get some fundamental things squared away with our own team here. But it's good timing.
Let me ask you a question. When they were called for the unsportsmanlike conduct on the touchdown, he moved them back. Can you have taken that on the kickoff?
I could have. But the time before he botched the kick and missed it. So I'm like, well, maybe he's, panicking. And I'm like, well, let's back him up. They were running that wacky swinging gate formation, and they were in a position where they needed to take two. And I said, you know what, I'm going to play it safe here, back him up, make him kick it, and maybe he'll flub it again. But he made a good kick through uprights. But with that swinging gate formation, they could have went for two there. And I just wanted to back him up, see if he can make the kick.
Andre Stokes had a big return, or a big
big reverse. He's a good player. Continue to find ways to get him the ball. It's obviously we've got a bunch of guys on offense. Got to find ways to get him the ball, and that's something that we have to continue to work on. Get your playmakers the ball.
Anything change as far as preparation goes when you go into conference play? I mean, did things amp up at all, or is it?
Well, I think obviously we know that every game in conference are big games. And every team you play is a very good football team. I thought going into the season that Missouri State had a very good football team. And it's going to be a road game, and they're breaking in a new stadium and renovations and stuff. And I think they had a big win tonight against Central Arkansas. So, and they played Oklahoma State pretty good earlier in the year. So they got a good football team. And really, I don't think you can pick a bad football team in our conference right now. So it's one game at a time.
Do you give the players, how will you let the players spend the bye week?
They'll come in tomorrow. We just have a procedure medically to make sure that everyone's okay. Anybody that played 10 plays needs to come in and check in with the trainer and just make sure that we don't have any nicks or bruises or something that goes unnoticed, so we can get an injury report. I'll give them Monday off, and then we'll practice and do some fundamentals and stuff like that on Tuesday and Wednesday. But we'll also be working on Missouri State Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We've already got a preliminary scouting report done from the summer on them, just see how much has changed through the first 4 games from what we already had on them as far as that goes.
Injury to Andrew Williams. I asked you that before.
Andrew?
Yeah.
To my knowledge, the trainer didn't come and tell me that he had an injury.
No, call me before this week.
Oh, he had a thigh bruise.
Okay.
He had a thigh bruise, so we held him out. What was that? 2 games ago, right? Yeah. Butler game.
Okay.
Hi, Bruce.
Duquesne.
Okay. I thought it was both. I thought it was the last game. But
No, he had an upper thigh bruise.
Did he play against Butler? Or against? No, okay.
I'm not playing last week.
Thanks, gang.
All right, man. Good job.
I had a question.